Welcome back to the channel, people. Today, we're gonna talk about how our company, Investment Fund Secrets, went from zero to over $10 million in revenue in just under 2.5 years. It's pretty cool little landmark hit the other day, and I wanna walk you through step by step what we did, how we did it, how we accomplished that in such a short time, our head count. I can walk you through margins, kind of the ins and outs of running our online type of business. Now, if some of you may or may not know, I run a company called Investment Fund Secrets. So obviously this channel is dedicated to helping people start, launch, and scale investment funds. And some of you know that we help teach thousands and thousands of people how to do this through online courses, live events, and one-on-one coaching that we do at our top tier with our best students. Currently, we have over 16,000 members inside of our programs. We have a few students that have raised over $100 million for their funds. And we actually now have over 20 students that have won this award, which is the Wall Street Rebel Award for any fund that raises over $10 million. 20 students have won this award, which we gave out on stage at our 1,000-person event in Las Vegas just 2 months ago. Now, in this video, I actually want to give you actionable things, step-by-step things that you could take to launch maybe a similar coaching or course style of business. I don't want this to be fluffy. I want to give you actual things you can use. So let's go down to the whiteboard of truth and justice. A lot of truth, a lot of justice happens on this whiteboard. Now, starting off, some of you guys know my story. I started 6 different businesses my first 2 years of college. Okay, I was wanting to be a business owner. I wanted to do this. I read tons of different books and courses and programs. I was a student of the game for a long time. I was a student. I was reading all this kind of stuff. And my 6 different businesses, I was doing an online Chinese tutoring company. And that stands for Zhongwen, for Chinese right there, Chinese tutoring business. I flipped 2 houses, and actually we started to build websites for people. And that's how I met my business partner, Mason Vrains. We met in this crazy story in college. I was looking for someone to help me do all this kind of stuff, and he was in class wearing a funnel hacker shirt. It was awesome. We started building websites for people, and we were doing actually pretty well. We'd charge people $2 to $3 grand. We would build a funnel for them, and we would manage all of their ads for them. And we would only make money if their ads were successful. If their ads were successful, we'd take 10% of profit. If they weren't successful, we'd take 0. Not a bad model. And we actually learned a lot while doing this. Now, during this same time period, I also launched my investment fund. So I launched my fund, and that was running very well. I had about 3 to 4 employees. We had raised a decent amount of money. We were starting to issue these loans, and I actually was making pretty decent money running this fund. So Mason comes to me. I'm gonna scroll down here. So Mason comes to me and he says, Bridger, he goes, you run a fund. Your dad runs a fund. Your brother is a securities attorney. You guys have like the best family ever for funds. We should help teach people this, launch our like an online course or coaching program or a podcast or something along these lines. And I thought he was crazy. I said, nah, that's kind of dumb. I don't think anybody who wants to start a fund, that's such a small group of people, like no one's gonna buy this. So we sat on this idea for a while, actually. We had this idea, we sat on it, and actually we went to an event. I'll say the guy's name. His name was Steve Larson. This guy was amazing. Went to his event, and we actually joined his program, which was $15,000, which was a lot of money at the time for us. We took all of our profits from scaling up those marketing businesses up here, the websites we were building, we took all that money and we dumped it into this program. I mean, it was us shooting for the fence. And inside of this program, Steve actually gave us a lot of confidence in doing this. He said, guys, I think you found a blue ocean here. I think people would like this. Now, he said, don't take my word for it. Go out and test. Which brings me to the first part of this video. I want to talk about the testing phase. If you guys are interested in doing something like this, I want to walk through what this looks like and how to actually test out your products effectively. Now, I'll tell you what not to do first. So actually previously, me and a few other business partners, we tried to launch a course type of product. I like the idea of courses because a course, you could sell it for $1,000 or $2,000. You create it once and then people just buy on repeat forever. And it's very high margins and you don't have to do a lot after to fulfill. Fulfillment is really just sending an email to somebody full of this amazing course that you've built. So I like the model. We actually went out and we built this course called Live Flip. Anybody ever heard of Live Flip? Yeah, I'm sure not. We sold about 8 people into this thing. No one bought. I thought it was a really good product. We just didn't market it very well. We spent, and let me tell you about the launching of this. We spent about 8 months and over $5,000 from video crews and people coming in, filming, editing. We built this whole course on how to flip houses, which was really cool. It's actually how I flipped those first 2 houses. I flipped it because these guys taught me how to do it, and we were all doing it inside of this course. I had 2 other guys that were the mentors. They were the coaches. I was kind of the background guy. I thought it was an incredible product. We went to market to launch this thing. And what did we do? We launched a webinar. I believe the webinar game would work. So we launched a webinar. We marketed it. We had people come. If you read Russell Brunson's Expert Secrets book, I would highly recommend. He talks about this model where you run a webinar on a Thursday. You market Monday through Wednesday. You market for people to come to your webinar live on Thursday. Do it Thursday at 11 a.m. People come on live, you train for a little bit, and then you pitch your product. You open cart from Thursday to Sunday. You open cart and you send follow-up emails and replays and all that kind of stuff. And then people can buy on Sunday and you close your cart Sunday night. Again, I'm going to tell you guys, Expert Secrets by Russell Brunson, incredible book for this. Another book that's incredible is Launch by Jeff Walker. So we tried this. We went out and we did this and it kind of just flopped and nobody bought. It was really hard. It was just downhill. I mean, just no one liked our product. And I couldn't figure out why. And then this is when we joined Steve Larson's program around the same period. And I realized why it had failed. It's because we went out after a very saturated market, the market of flipping houses. There are dozens and dozens of companies doing this and teaching this already. You got Dean Graziosi, you got Bigger Pockets. I mean, you can name them, all the huge real estate people out there. Why would we come in and compete in the same area? It's funny, a lot of people online don't think about this. They don't think about what I like to call online real estate. For example, you wouldn't go, if we want to set up a coffee shop, a coffee business, okay? Man, we have the best coffee on planet Earth. Would we go, there's one corner in our city, a block, and there are 9 coffee shops on that block. Maybe we could go in there and really try to disrupt it. It would be kind of hard. I don't know if that'd be the best area to go. Me and you probably wouldn't decide to go put our coffee there. If there's a whole other area over here that's way bigger that has maybe only 1 coffee shop, right? Just by location, we get a competitive advantage because people like to pick up their coffee on the way to work or when they're on there by the bus stop, whatever it is. We wouldn't intentionally go into a saturated market if we didn't need to. Yet, a lot of us don't think about this when we think about online. We just think, oh, online is so great. I don't really think about positioning myself online and online real estate. And this comes up to the concept of a blue ocean, right? You want to have a blue ocean strategy, especially online. I can't tell you how many of my friends are trying to become fitness influencers. That is one of the most saturated places on planet Earth. Why are you trying to be a fitness influencer when there's 12,000 other people doing the exact same thing? If you're going to be a fitness influencer, don't just go do the exact same things. Niche down, find a blue ocean in that market. Hey, I'm going to be a fitness influencer for busy entrepreneurs. That might give you a little bit of a niche. Hey, I'm gonna be a fitness influencer for middle school kids who are trying to get ready to go play high school sports. I wanna do training programs specific to you. Maybe that will give you a blue ocean. It is much easier to succeed with a blue ocean. Now, the reason I'm telling you this so much is because we then, step 1, right? Testing your market. When we launched Investment Fund Secrets, we tested to see if we had a true blue ocean. I went online and used an incredible product. I want to put it up here. It's called TubeBuddy. TubeBuddy was awesome. It plugs into YouTube as a Chrome extension. It will tell you the stats on how essentially saturated certain topics are on YouTube. So if you go in and you type in how to flip a house, it'll tell you the competition is very high and there's lots of competitive videos. It's very hard to break into that market. We went in and typed in how to start an investment fund. It told us that lots of people were searching for that keyword, but there was very little content to satisfy those search views. So we said, ding, 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 this is a blue ocean. This is an easier place to break into. And double down, I ran a fund, my dad ran a fund, my brother is a securities attorney that helps set up funds. Even better. Now let me get to step number 2 here, launch, okay? We started first off a podcast and started making YouTube content to test our audience. We wanted to test the market to see if they would like content in this space. The results actually were pretty good. So then we went to phase 2, which was the launch phase. We wanted to see if people would actually pay for a product like this. So I remember it was me and Mason, this is October-ish timeframe, and I said, Mason, we're not gonna spend 8-9 months building a product. I wanna test quickly. So we gave ourselves a timeline and a budget. Our timeline was 3 weeks and our budget was $500. We wanted to see if we could build a course, successfully market it, and get people to pay and essentially break even, hopefully, on that $500. Now, something we were taught from a few mentors, instead of building out this whole course, we decided to launch the course, get started, to just see if people would buy. So we literally went and built a little website, had a little landing page, a little video, had a little sales page, and a little button to buy for $47. We wanted to see if people would opt in to this and buy our little program. We launched our first little test. The first weekend, we spent around $500. We made back something like $1,200 on that first test. And we were ecstatic. Like, holy crap, people are buying. People actually like what we're doing. Now, every single person that bought, we send them an email and we'd say, hey, we haven't built the course yet. We're building it in the next couple weeks. If you'd like to stick around, we can send you the course in a few weeks. If not, we will send you 100% refund to get your money back. We just wanted to see if people would buy it. We were totally upfront with people and just told them straight up what was going on. That first week, I think we had about 50 people buy. Don't quote me on that. Only 2 refunded, which we were actually pretty happy about. And we were totally fine to give a refund. This was just a test. We wanted to see if this worked or not. But now we were off to the races. Now, 2 things that absolutely changed our business because of this. Number 1, this gave us buyers. This gave us people to survey. Hey, what were you expecting inside of the course? What did you want to see? What can I teach you? Can I do a one-on-one call with you? And I could get direct feedback on what they were looking for and how we could help them. Number 2, this gave us, me and my business partner, momentum, which is very underestimated inside the business world. I think momentum in your business is one of the most crucial things that you can have, especially in a startup. Anybody ever been a part of a startup? I've been a part of a number of them where you hop on a Zoom call, everyone's sitting around. Yeah, let's start this business. Yeah, let's do it. Everyone's so excited. And then 2 weeks go by and no one does anything. You hop back on a Zoom call. Okay, we're all motivated again. Let's try it again. You go 2 weeks again and no one does anything. And you goes on and it drags on and on. After 6 months, your momentum is gone and no one is working on anything. And usually that business kind of dies. If you can get your first dollar in the door, $1 in, literally, will absolutely change the momentum of your business. Get to that first dollar as quickly as possible. Over the next month with this business, we built out our course. It actually turned out really well. We filmed it, we edited the whole thing. We spent about $80,000 on Facebook ads the next month, and we made back just about $79,500 from that. A true break-even funnel. Now you might say, well, Bridget, that's a huge failure. You guys spent all this money and you actually lost $500. No, this was a massive success in our eyes because number 1, we were proving that people wanted this product. And number 2, we were building a massive list of buyers or potential buyers. Because remember, at the time, I didn't have a following. We had no email list. We had no following. We had nothing. And this all led up to our next big launch, which was February 20th, 2022. We decided that we were going to go for the big leagues. We wanted to launch a full out course. We were going to sell it for $1,997 and we were going to call it our mastermind. This thing was going to be our legit big product. We were going out. I was interviewing fund managers. We were building content, building this whole thing in the background while we were selling people into the smaller $47 program. And again, we had momentum. People in the small program were getting results already. They were happy. They were loving it. They were begging us for more content. So we said, let's give it to them. So we decided on this date that we were going to throw a huge webinar. We were going to invite everybody on. We're going to do a live training and we were going to help people teach them about funds in more depth that they hadn't heard before. And at the end of the webinar, we were going to pitch our program as the beta group for about $2,000. And we had no idea how this would happen. So we advertised for this. We built it up. We did the whole entire launch sequence from Jeff Walker. Again, I'm going to say it. Go read the book. Launch by Jeff Walker. Absolutely changed my life, that book. We followed that book to a T to launch this. We did this webinar. We went live. The webinar crashes 3 times. We broke the webinar software. We had too many people show up. We had to abort the software. We moved everyone onto a Zoom call. It actually worked. The Zoom call went great. Most people stayed on. It was wild. And we launched our product. That initial opening, okay, that first day on Thursday, that was a Thursday, we made just about $74,000. Mind you, all profit. We didn't spend any money. That was 100% pure profit. Within 3 days, we had made $144,000. off this little course out. And we actually closed the cart. We closed on Sunday for our beta group. It closed. We made a lot of sales. Again, closing your cart is huge. It makes you a lot of sales at the end. We made a lot of those sales at the very end. We made $144,000 in 3 days, and I was ecstatic. We were like, holy crap, this thing worked. The coolest thing about this was now we had seed money to go out and build this product and make really cool things and add more stuff. I could fly across the country, do an interview. We had all this whole chunk of change that we could use to build out our company, which was amazing. Because at this point, we've bootstrapped. And by the way, till today, we have bootstrapped. We then followed the model, again, back to Russell Brunson's Expert Secrets book. I was actually at a conference of his. He says, I don't know a single person, if they do a webinar every week for a year, that isn't a millionaire. And I said, okay, let's try it. So we waited about a month, and then we did webinars every single Thursday. Monday, Tuesday, like I said above, Monday through Wednesday, we advertised. Thursday, we did a webinar. And then Sunday, we closed the cart. Within about 6 months, we had done over $1 million in sales. It was wild. By the end of that calendar year, which is about 10 months later, we had hit the $2 million mark. And I actually remember we set a goal. This was on August 31st. We wanted to hit $1 million. This was like months earlier. We hit that goal August 31st at 5 p.m. It was crazy. We hit it within hours of our goal. We then set the goal to hit $2 million by the end of the year. We hit this on December 21st of 2020, which was just wild. Since then, we started to add more products. So we had a $47 product. We had a $2,000 product, and a lot of people were begging us for more products, more coaching programs. So we launched what we called Black Card. At the time, this was our one-on-one coaching program. Me, Lincoln, a few other coaches would hop on with people one-on-one and help them with their fund. We launched this for $10,000, and we took 15 people in our first little group. It did really, really well. We then scaled that. Today, Black Card is now $30,000. We do 2 live events a year. We have a dozen plus coaches. We've added so many things to Black Card. It's crazy. It's been really cool to be a part of, and the stuff that we've added, it's been awesome. As of today, we have over 300 members inside of Black Card, which is wild. We then have launched Fund Launch Live, which was a 1,000-person event we did just a few months ago. And right now we're planning for next year is we want to have over 2,500 people at Fund Launch Live 2023. The idea of this event is just to get our group, our fund managers, all together in one place and talk about how to launch, start, and scale investment funds. Let me scroll back up, which brings us here. That was year 1 right here. By year 2, we did just over 4.5 million. And just a few months ago, we just hit the $10 million mark as far as total revenue in our company. We've maintained around, don't quote me on this, around 36% margins. That's net take home margins on the entire business since inception, which is kind of cool. Today, we employ around 36 people, and it's growing ever quickly. It's been really, really cool to be a part of. And I can't believe the growth of what we've seen here. And more importantly than these numbers, the numbers for me reflect that we are providing a really good service and product for people out there. We have one of the lowest refund rates on planet Earth for courses of our size, and we get continually positive feedback about our program and how it's helping people raise millions of dollars for their fund, going out and launching their business or scaling their business, buying out competitors. It's really, really cool to be a part of. So if you guys want to learn more about our business, what we do, there's links below for a free course. You guys can learn more about our company. If you guys want to join one of these programs, you're more than welcome to hop on a call with myself or one of our sales team members. We have everything we have a totally free course on funds all the way up to our Black Card program, which is $30,000+. You guys are amazing. Like this video. Check out the other videos on how to launch funds and what we've done. Love to see you guys in the next one. Bye.